to the song, Jason's got a question for you guys. Jason?
Yeah, my question is, a lot of bands have lyrics that go by way too fast for you to understand them. And why do you think bands do that? Do you think you'll ever do that?
I'm just gonna, so bands, you can't really understand what they're singing about?
Yeah, because it goes...
You just need to concentrate more.
Yeah, I think that's what they want you to do. Pay
Like
attention
who?
more to it.
Like a lot of rap artists and stuff. It's like,
Well, I think that's part of their style. I think that's part of their art. You know, they write it. They don't write it meaning for you to understand all the words. They write it meaning for you to get the whole. Well, it's their whole artistic expression. I think.
like
I think if the lyrics have meaning to them, they want you to understand what they're singing about as well, too.
Possibly,
like,
but a lot of
maybe
times
just sharing it.
they want you to listen hard too. Like I get tons and tons of letters from people that say, put your lyrics on paper and send them to me, or put your lyrics in the record. And I think that I personally don't think that's very cool, because then you get people, I know what people are like, and I know what I'm like. If I get a record or a CD that has lyrics in it, I whip the thing open, I put it in, and then I read it as the songs are going by, and I sit there. And that's not the way it's supposed to be done. I mean, that's not really, then you're not listening to music, you're not doing anything, you're like, you're reviewing lyrics. And you're thinking about lyrics.
What were you saying there, Ramona?
I think it's not just the lyrics. I think it's kind of a combo of the lyrics and the music.
Exactly,
that should be focused on, because
Right. Why don't guitar players put the charts of the guitars of the stuff that they play?
Exactly.
Why don't they do that? Well, because it's all part of the package. Maybe the longer it takes you to realize the lyric, the more you might get out of it, as opposed to just immediately knowing.
The lyric is the message, though, right?
Sometimes. I mean, sometimes it is, and sometimes it's a mixed message. Sometimes I don't even know what the message is. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it might be better for other people to come up with their own thing of what they think it means. Lots of times people tell you what they think stuff is, and then they're not even right, but you just go, oh, okay, that's cool. As long as it's not negative.
Who wants to find another question with these guys? Yasmin?
when did you guys decide to become musicians?
When did you guys decide that you wanted to be musicians, rock stars?
I was pretty young.
Birth.
I was pretty young.
You guys were both born on the East Coast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nova Scotia?
Yeah, there's nothing else to do there.
Pick apples or play music.
Pick apples?
Yeah.
We're
Play
gonna
hockey, pick apples, or I don't know if I never really ever decided. It was just sort of something I always did. I never really decided that's. I don't think you ever really even. It's kind of like when kids do sports, and then they might just keep doing it, you know, and then they never really decided. It's just the way it goes, and you never did anything else. So.
We're just going to take a phone call here. It's from Cassandra. Hello, Cassandra.
Hi.
Okay, first phone question from Cassandra for Rusty. Shoot, Cassandra.
My question is for Rusty, if the band interrupts with their personal life.
How much of the band, like, is your job? Like, you know, like,
Yeah.
Do you have a personal life?
No.
No, why not?
Well, I don't know. It's just, I mean, we just work all the time. I mean, it's our personal life sort of. The guys in the band and a lot of the people that we work with, like our road crews, they're my friends. So in that way, that's part of my personal life.
Jim?
But it's no normal personal life.
I have a home life, but like I said, most of my real friends are the people that you're working with day in, day out kind of thing,
So it kind
yeah,
of
it's all right.
changes a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe if you had
It's pretty all-consuming, though, at this point right now.
Do you really have a choice whether to have a personal life or not?
Well, yeah, you just don't have to do it. I mean, it's just one of those jobs that you really have. It is all-consuming, and which you'll all end up with jobs like that someday. I mean, they're all jobs. It's not as simple as go to work and then go home. I mean, your job. A lot of times, your job is your own business. A lot of people, your parents probably have businesses that they don't really ever separate their
job
business.
or career, I guess.
It's a career.
Cassandra?
Yeah?
Do you have any desire to go on to become a professional musician?
Well, I'm taking piano classes now, and so.
Okay, well, you think about that. Think about what Ken and Jim just said, and good luck to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye! Who's got a question for these guys? Ramona, and then we'll go to Mike. Go ahead.
What was your first big break at, music business, making it big, or
Well, I don't really know. I mean, when our other band did okay. Like, I think when you get someone to pay to make a record, that's a good thing. That's a good positive thing, because then you can make a better record than you could on your own.
That's your management company.
Or your record deal. I mean, that's the big thing. You get a record company that says, okay, we want you to make records, and we'll help you sell them, and they give you the money to do it. That's always a good thing.
That was Scotty's most exciting, he told me. We had a discussion with that guitar player when we got a record deal. That was his most exciting musical moment for him.
It's like they have the faith in you that you're going to go somewhere, so they take you under their wing and kind of pay for it.
There's a lot of faith.
And the radio really, these days, now that our sort of kind of music, whatever you want to call it, is on the radio, now we can look forward to that type of thing, like when your song's on the radio.
Yeah.
That really helps, because then, or video too, because then people can recognize you and stuff.
What's that like when you see yourself or you hear yourself? You guys were watching the video pretty intently.
It's not that weird, I don't know, I don't really...
The radio, that was the most exciting thing that ever happened to me. I grew up listening to AM radio, and to actually hear your song over and over and over again on the radio is pretty exciting, man.
Yeah.
Or like, when you go to other
It's
places,
wild.
like when you're driving, like we were in America for like 7 months, and we'd be driving through New Orleans, and all of a sudden our song would come on the radio. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's decent.
That's cool.
Mr. Mike.
Yeah. Do you think Much Music is any good?
Love it.
Do I think it's any good? What do you mean? I mean...
Do you think it's
Do I think it's
and encouraging to artists, or do you just think it's...
No, I mean, I don't. I think that the fact that it's there, you've got to utilize it, because it overshadows so much other things, and so many kids learn about music from it. I don't think it's particularly a positive thing for everyone to be sitting around watching bands make up these silly little videotapes of themselves, pretending that they're playing. I mean, I would way rather people be listening to records than going to live shows. But the sheer fact that it's there, what are you going to do? If you don't use it, then you're not going to get ahead as quick as the other people that are.
It's helped your career.
It's helped our career immensely.
Yeah.
I
They've
mean,
been great to us.
It's been, every video that we've had has been played on it, and it really helps to link up the whole country, whereas like radio, it's like some towns they play your record, some they don't. Some towns don't have cool radio stations that play music that the kids want to hear. So the one thing that happened when we got a lot of Much Music play was everywhere we went, there was always a bunch of kids that knew who we were. And the weird thing is, I don't think it was ever a time before video, I don't think people knew what anyone looked like. It took so long before you learned what your favorite bands look like. And now everywhere you go, people know exactly what you look like. And they know your name, and they know all that's from the visual video thing.
So we've identified you guys as a band here on the rooftop today on Off the Hook. We have another band. There are mission jockeys today. Jordy over here. We also have Ramona and Laura, and they're in the band Underage. And we put together a video for you guys, and this is the worldwide premiere, right? It didn't go to Much Music. It's here on Off the Hook. It's called Snow Queen, so check this out. Underage. Bet you didn't know this. Michael Jackson, he's got the most popular album of all time. It's that Crazy One, Thriller. It sold over 40 million copies around the world. 40 million copies. The guy must be like a millionaire. Let's have a round of applause.
It's really great.
You like it? Well, mission accomplished. You guys did well. I was going to ask you some questions, but some other people have questions for you. So.